Welcome everybody to the Minecraft Survivor Season 1, the Hunolay Islands Reunion Show. The season that started it all was 6 castaways having a huge experiment where they tested their fierce nature and one of the biggest islands in the world, and one of the most dangerous. Tonight, 5 out of the 6 castaways will be here talking about their experiences in the game. Tar is not here because he is flashing his checks to a stripper pole. Anyways, like I was saying, they came here to test themselves, to prove themselves that they are tough and fierce people in the world. And they did that. Now, let's talk about the game as a whole from its beginning to its end. Starting right away with 2 tribes of 3, both named the Masoan tribe, wearing green, and the Hunolay tribe, wearing blue. Both tribes were consisted of 3 people each. The blue tribe, which was the Hunolay tribe, consisted of Dean of Dashmeen, JP, and Tar. The Masoan tribe, which is wearing green, consisted of Stop, Gabriel, and Nikki. Now let's get to the game as a whole. In the first few challenges, the Hunolay tribe took the dub. The Masoan tribe took the The Hunolay tribe got both the wins, sending Masoan to 2 tribal councils where they had to vote 2 people out. In the first tribal council, Stop was in a spot where he was in the middle. Gabriel and Nikki caught on to that, and Stop was the first person voted out of the season. That's it. Thank you. Now you can shut the fuck up and sit down. Okay. Anyways, like I was saying, then we moved on to another challenge where again Hunolay gets another. Dean, please go back where you were, please. Dean, please. Thank you. Dean, please, dude. Like, please, bro. Dean, can you please go back, bro?
Just fucking continue.
I know, but can you please go back though, please?
Hold on one second. I just gotta get.
Okay. In the second challenge, Hunolay got another win, sending Masoan to a back-to-back tribal council, where Nikki and Gabriel didn't know what to expect. In the end, a rock draw happened. But in a shocking move, Gabriel decided to take the black rock from Nikki because Gabriel thought Nikki deserved it more. Then, the game merged, and the game shifted itself completely. 4 people were left, 3 Hunolay members and 1 Masoan member. Nikki was in the complete outs, as there was a whole tribe already back in the merge, and there was only 1 member of his tribe left. But Nikki wasn't going to give up, as he knew that he was the only member left, and he wanted to defend that title, as he won the first and final immunity challenge of the entire season, and he gained individual immunity, wearing the necklace proudly for his tribe. Then, the final tribal council came, and Dean made a masterful move, gaining Tar's number and also flipping Nikki on JP, which meant JP was the 3rd person and the final person voted out of the game. Final person voted out of the game. The final 3 consisted of 2 Hunolay members and 1 Masoan member, and in the whole entire game, we could say that these 3 had a lot of dominance. But here's what happened. In the end, Tar didn't get any votes. Nikki got 1 vote, and Dean also got 1 vote, which put Tar in a spot where he was the sole vote, to vote for either Dean or Nikki. Who was going to be the first ever winner? We were about to find out as soon as that moment was about to happen. Tar finally casted his vote, finishing writing with the book and quill, and then he put the book and quill into the voting booth, now waiting for the vote's arrival, for everybody to find out who won the game. In the end, Dean got 2 votes and Nikki got 1 vote, meaning Nikki was the runner-up of the season. Dean completely dominated the game, having dominant control positioning throughout. He gained an immediate alliance with his tribe, and once he had to vote somebody out, he masterfully made a move where he blindsided JP. JP said his #1 ally was Dean, but Dean wasn't certain about that, as he thought JP had a huge chance to win the game. So he took him out when he had the chance to, and he took it with pride. And he proved himself night in and night out that he was a person that had complete dominance and control and positioning throughout the game. Dean was our first ever winner, and we're happy to see how we get to see that throughout the Tribal Council. Now that we've shown all the players that have played this season, except for Tar, obviously, let's get into the players that did play this. Let's get into the players' experiences and how they felt while going through the season as a whole, as they were the first ever cast members, the first ever people to play, and to be a part of the first season ever. Let's see how they think about the island and the experiences that they've had as a whole. Alright, you guys were the first ever Castaways to ever play the game of Minecraft Survivor. The first ever players to ever play Minecraft Survivor history. First of all, before we even start the reunion show, give yourselves a round of applause for being the first ever Castaways to ever play.
Wow. Hey Lauren, guess what? I still have my idol that I found.
Good, now keep it in your fucking pocket and take a goddamn seat. Okay, anyways.
I didn't have to sign up for this. Just know.
Yeah, you did it, but you did.
Yeah, good job, dude. That's the great thing about contracts. Anyways.
I didn't do that.
Well, I mean, Tara's kind of getting arrested for not coming.
Anyways, oh yeah, that's pretty true. Anyways, guys, alright, let's get into this, ready? Alright, let's talk about the game from the beginning to the end with now your responses of how you guys thought. Let's start with the winner of the season. As always, we have to start with the winner of the season and how he thought about the season. Dean, you are the first ever winner in the show's history. How does it feel to have that crown in your place?
I think it was rightfully chosen to be in my possession. I did play an amazing game, and I loved playing this game, especially this cast. They were amazing as well. And I'm excited and happy to know that I am the first winner of this Survivor.
Question goes to the runner-up of the season, Nikki. Your tribe went to the first ever tribal council. Was there ever like paranoia going around the camp during that time?
Certainly, because like when we were like going to the tribal council, it was really hard and paranoid that you might get voted out.
Let's continue with Stop.
Oh, hi Ben.
Oh shit, for a sec I thought, okay, anyways, Stop. First of all, it seemed like you were in a great spot before the first tribal happened. You were in the middle and you looked like the deciding vote, but then something changed. Nikki and Gabriel caught on to that. How do you think that'll happen in a span of just a few minutes?
Honestly, but sadly, it went the other way. Would be fun to know what would happen if I stayed.
Alright, and the second tribal council, before that even happened, there was another challenge. Hunolay once again won another challenge, and that sent Masoan to another tribal council. Nikki, what were you thinking before you went to that shocking tribal council?
I thought for a fact that like there was only like 2 of us left. How are we gonna do this? Like how are we gonna like vote? How are we gonna be making the decision of voting that person out?
Gabriel, what did you think?
To be honest, I was pretty scared. I thought it was supposed to be in the middle of it.
Okay. Well, both of you ended up withdrawing for rocks. Gabriel, you didn't get the rock. Nikki did. But you did take the rock from Nikki because you thought he deserved it more. Why did you do that?
My teammate, because he has done way more stuff than me, and that's why I think so. He does not deserve the rock.
Okay. Next up, we then merged. There was 4 of you. It was Dean, Tar, Nikki, and JP. Nikki, you were going into the merge in pretty much in the minority, 3-1. What did you think you had to do in that spot if you didn't win immunity?
If I didn't win immunity, then I was probably gonna go home, probably make the final 3, or convince my way.
All right, JP. JP. JP.
Hi.
Before the tribal council, the first tribal council in the merge, who did you think was gonna go home after Nikki won immunity?
Well, I had, to be honest with you, I honestly had a plan during when we were in
I wanted to get Dean out because I knew if he had stayed any longer in the game, and I knew the way he was playing, he was going to win this game. And look at what happened.
Before you went to the merged tribal council, why did you guys ended up going after JP?
Well, the original target was going to be Nikki, so we could have a whole team at the tribal. Not the tribal, but like the final 3. But then, when Nikki won, I need to figure out who is the next biggest threat other than myself to go home. I need to make sure that I'm not going home. So I looked at JP and I was like, what are we gonna do? He's like, let's go for Tar. So I was like, okay, I'll use that against him. I went to Tar, told Tar, hey, JP's planning to flip the votes to send you home. I've got an idea, let's get JP out instead. And that secured my spot to where I am. And that sent JP home.
well,
JP, how did you feel when you found out that you were going home in a 3-1 vote? Gabriel, you were the first jury member. You voted for Nikki. Why did you do that?
Oh no, just how I did. I hope.
Okay. JP. Alright, JP. You were the second and final jury member. Why did you vote for Dean?
Look, the reason why I voted for Dean was because, yeah, I wanted to know, and I knew he was gonna win this season. But you gotta understand this. Dean played one of the best games here. He dominated all of you. He loved all of you.
Not me. I kinda got
He played the best game here.
JP, he didn't do that to me.
And you know what? Dean was willing to take risks. He was able to go to Tar and tell them that I was going after him. And we did not care what I had to say to him.
Okay.
You know what? That is a good person. That is a good game move.
At least you're giving respect.
He deserves, so that's why Dean deserves my vote. I was gonna strictly vote Dean because he played the best game. He played better than all of us.
Okay.
Everyone played better than me.
Okay. And I wish I could ask Tar why he voted for Dean at the end for the sole vote, but he's not here. But that's okay because I feel.
Mainly, how I saw it, it was because closer to the end, I made a pact with him that I would vote for him to win, and he would vote for me to win. But if we got to final 3, then we'd get to final 3 together. That's it.
Okay. Well,
But did I just make a final 2 with you as well?
okay. Well, let's talk about it. Dean, you are the first winner of this show. You are one of the first 6 people to ever be on the cast. How does it feel to be known in history as the first ever winner ever?
I think I set the example for other people playing this game. I feel like at some point, whoever, maybe 10 seasons from now, they're gonna look back at my win in my game. They're gonna be like, you know what? I'll play like him. Or he did it this way. Maybe I can morph my game somewhat like that, or maybe do better.
Alright, well, you were the first 6 to ever play the game. However, even though one season ends, another season is bound to happen. Let's talk about what's going to be happening next season.
Welcome everybody to Minecraft Survivor Season 2, The Forest. Season 1 was a great season where we saw 6 castaways start a social experiment for 8 days while trying to survive on the Hunolay Islands. This season, we're taking our course to the biggest forest in the world. Here we are in the forest, and tonight, we'll have 7 castaways battle each other out for the one title of Sole Survivor. 12 days, 7 castaways, 1 survivor.
4 new players and 3 returnees. Minecraft Survivor Season 2, The Forest. New castaways, also returnees from this season, are going to be going to the biggest forest in the world. And trust me, they're about to get ready with new twists and turns and getting ready for what's about to come in the next season. The players that will be returning for next season will be half of this cast that are here with us today. Dean of Dashmean, the first ever winner of the show. Nikki, the returnee of Season 1. And Stop, the first boot of the season. These 3 will be returning to see if they will be used as mentors for the new players' games or if they're going to be the first few boots. How would they take on new twists and turns? And who will be the next winner of Minecraft Survivor history? Well, all those questions will be answered during the Minecraft Survivor season. In 2 weeks from now, the first ever episode of Minecraft Survivor Season 2 The Forest will be premiering. Stay tuned every Saturday up until that point at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you then. From then on, I just want to thank all of the cast here today and I just want to thank all of them for being a part of the first ever season, for being part of the first ever season in Minecraft Survivor history, and also, I just want to thank them for at least giving some time to be a part of this season. I couldn't have done it without them, and to be honest, this show will still be going. Thanks, because these people started it all for us. We'll see you guys next season, Minecraft Survivor Season 2 The Forest, and for future seasons, I'm your host, Lawan Marins, and from the host himself and the cast of Season 1, we'll see you guys next season.
I'm going to